Well, our precipitation is generally out of the forecast now. We are under a ridge of high pressure. We've seen a lot of rain shower and thunderstorm activity develop out in New Mexico, and the upper level winds carry it a little bit to the east, but we're basically under a ridge of high pressure. And we saw an area of disturbed weather in Kansas last night, and it made its way all the way down south the Red River. It was just north of Dallas-Fort Worth this morning. Then it was shunted off to the east a little bit. It kind of redeveloped with the heat of the afternoon and pushed on to the south. We still may have a little bit of a boundary east of us tomorrow, and there could be a few small buildups close to the Brazos Valley, but other than that, we're going to live under our high pressure ridge. We're also monitoring the flow pattern from north to south because we've got low pressure areas that have been developing out here, and if you get a good solid low in the Gulf, the clockwise circulation from the high pressure ridge can actually work one back to the west. Also, we've been monitoring a real minor disturbance down in the Bay of Campeche. Our sea surface temperatures are not warm enough to really sustain good activity, but the wind flow pattern could help us out, so we'll monitor mid to late next week the Gulf area. So we've got a little bit of a threat there. We'll watch a low pressure area come out and work its way around. So we may see a little bit of a change in our weather pattern toward the mid to late part of next week. Just more clouds. Any precipitation should be East Texas, Louisiana, and on to the south and maybe the upper coast. But right now I don't see anything for us. So we're pretty quiet, just kind of warm and humid. Don't overdo it heat-wise, and it's not too early to start talking about nothing live left in the automobile. No pets, no plants, no people. That automobile gets quite hot. Now right now we're seeing these temperatures come down. They're into 70s and still a few low 80s. The overnight lows will be generally in the low and middle 70s for the most part, and the sustained winds have been coming in now from a southerly direction, south, southeast, and southwest. They're either calm, no wind at all, or less than 10 miles per hour. So we're going to start tomorrow morning with a few low clouds moving in. They won't last that long. We'll open up the sky. We'll start about 73 and look for a low to middle 90s across the area. The winds are going to be somewhat variable because of that little disturbance east of us. And then we've got a lot of temperatures very much the same. Generally 92, 93 is your normal this time of the year. Here's where we'll start watching the Gulf area. Nothing really kicks right now. Nothing looks that organized, but that'll be the time frame we'll keep an eye. We may see a little bit of increased clouds and winds by next Saturday. We'll be back with after the break.